Good afternoon, YouTubers, or good evening or good morning, whenever you're listening to this. This is SoftAussieSpeaker here, and I'm making my 5th video. I decided to make a video while it's raining. It's actually raining at the moment, and it's really beautiful, and I love the sound of rain, so I thought, why not make a video while it's raining? Nothing else to do. I decided to recite some poetry that I'm just going to look up online, just because I don't really have any books that I want to read. I don't really want to read a script. I don't want to write a script. I just want to have a relaxing afternoon reciting some beautiful poetry. Okay, so the first poem that I'm going to read is Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the side of my steps, the curl of my lips. I am woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room, just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say it's the fire in my eyes, and the flash of my teeth, the swing of my waist, and the joy in my feet. I am woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I am woman, phenomenally, phenomenal. That's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump around, or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. 'Cause I am a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Unfortunately the rain has stopped, but I decided to continue reading anyway. Maybe if it comes back I'll open up my window and get the sound again. I'm going to read Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lighting, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying out bright, their frail deeds might have changed in the green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang in the light, and learned too late they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on that sad height, curse, bless me with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Okay, now I'm going to read All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, newly and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwilling to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like a pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation. Even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice. In fair, round belly, with good cape and lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange and eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Okay, now I'm going to read Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His horse is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Okay, the last poem that I'm going to do is Life is Fine by Launceston Hughes. I went down to the river. I sat down on the bank. I tried to think but couldn't, so I jumped in and sank. I came up once and hollered. I came up twice and cried. If that water hadn't been so cold, I might have sunk and died. But it was so cold in that water, it was cold. I took the elevator, 16 floors above the ground. I thought about my baby, and thought I would jump down. I stood there and I hollered. I stood there and I cried. If it hadn't been so high, I might have jumped and died. But it was high up there. It was high. So since I'm still here living, I guess I will live on. I could have died for love, but for living, I was born. Though you may hear me holler, and you may see me cry, I'll be dodged, sweet baby, if you're gonna see me die. Life is fine, fine as wine, life is fine. Good night.